beautiful bastards. We're back again. Episode 80. I'm going to do a little intro. Episode 80. You fuckers out there, thank you for all the support. I tell you something right now. We got a lot of good shit coming. Tell your friends. Tell everybody we got the news coming out soon. The reality show. We got
the reality show's back burner.
Reality show's on the back burner. It's coming out soon, though.
News, look out for.
News is coming out soon. We got skits coming out. Check out the MMA channel. History channel starting up soon.
MMA Ape, History Ape.
We can't do this shit without you fuckers. We need you guys to spread the fucking word. We got to make this shit big.
Be a pal.
We're doing this big, okay?
It helps
We ain't going to
both of
stop.
us.
This train ain't fucking stopping. I'll tell you that right now. We're going to do this shit till we're fucking dead. And I need you guys to tell
That's a promise.
Tell your mother, tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell everybody, spread the word, print out QR codes, send this to fucking everybody you know because we're going to make this shit big, baby.
If you don't watch, dying could be any day.
If you're looking to donate and you want to support us, you want to support the podcast,
That'd be tremendous.
Cash App is right here. You'll see the QR code
That'd be
here or here.
incredible.
Who knows where it is. If you
We
want to do
put
that.
more time into this than you would think.
So if you want to donate, you want to help the cause, you want to blow this up, you want to be a big fan, maybe we'll put your name somewhere. In the comments is going to be the Cash App. You'll see the QR code right here. You want to buy us a pizza. You fuckers. We love you. Thank you. Roll the fucking intro. How we feeling? What are we up to?
You told me to get my coughs out, and I made fun of you. And
You got a cough.
I got a cough a little bit.
Get a little cough out there. How we feeling? A lot happened this week.
I know you got a
Got a hell of a lot.
got a full docket.
We got a full docket. Let's start with this. UK is going cashless, is what they're saying. Saying a lot of people aren't doing cash.
Yeah,
in the
I
UK.
saw this because that old guy freaked out.
That's the video I saw.
Yeah,
and
I saw that.
And then I started looking up to it where he's like,
I'll be that guy someday. How crazy is that to think?
That's crazy to think about if they do start doing this.
Do you think about that when you see old people now?
Yeah.
I think about that with middle-aged guys all the time. I'm like, wow, that's how I
Wait till we're 40.
I never realized, like, this is the journey to you. I thought you were you. Oh, I was me once.
Yeah.
And I see these people and I go, oh, fuck. I'm halfway to you. That's crazy.
If I had 10 years to my age, I'm a miserable fuck, just like you.
Lord.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
I'd be that guy.
No, dude, in that video, he's
I
fucking...
have exact change.
He goes, this is the exact currency.
This is legal tender.
legal 10. I'm placing the... Dude, they're fucking yelling at him.
I'd get it if...
You can't do that. He goes, I just want strawberries.
And I'm taking these strawberries.
I'm taking these.
Handing them out outside.
Yeah, handing them money. Dude, he walks out. People are...
But bro, he didn't need change. That's
That's the thing. No. So what's the matter?
he wasn't like upset that they didn't have like he's saying like, I get it. I brought exact. Here's the money.
Here's your $2.50 quid. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm not dealing with it.
I'm all about it.
No. You imagine if they start doing that here? That's what they're trying to do here with that fucking they did that FedNow shit. The digital currency. The transferring software. Which conveniently came out after that Cash App dude got murdered.
Yeah,
Which is interesting.
yeah,
Right?
it is.
Because it makes you wonder, like,
He had a
is
bit
that
of a
Fed
shady
now?
death, didn't he?
Yeah. Because it makes you, yeah, dude, he got fucking stabbed. They stabbed him to death. Someone did.
Yeah, billionaires usually have security that prevents stabbing.
They said it was like some homeless dude or something.
That's from random stabbings. I
Yeah.
feel like a billionaire's usually got a little bit of a detail.
Yeah, he's got somebody fucking with him. But it makes you wonder, like, were they saying to Venmo or Zelle or all these other people, like, hey, you can...
Well, Zell's in on it. 'Cause
Obviously, Chase, yeah.
Chase.
But, like, were they going up to all these other, like, independent companies and saying, hey, you could still transfer money, but, like, we're going to be middlemen in that. Like, this FedNow thing that we're doing is going to be the middleman just so we could track what you guys are doing. Maybe the Cash App guy was like, man, fuck you. That's not real. Like, I'm not fucking dealing with that shit. What happens? Fucking murdered. Ganked his ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's fucked up.
It's crazy how that doesn't change.
No, it just happens.
Like, that's just the move still.
And how long
It's
was
so
that?
childish.
And how long was that on the news for?
You just
20
disagree
minutes?
with someone, you're like, make him stop talking. Like,
Did somebody fucking kill this dude?
that's man, that is a level of rich though. We're like,
Yeah.
your level of like, I don't like what he's saying is just like, we'll just get rid of it. Like,
Yeah.
that is such a level of like,
Just like fuck you money.
That's why I wonder. I mean, obviously it's bad, but like, is it evil? Because evil implies like. I think about this when I trip all the time.
It's business.
But
it's
like,
just business.
Doesn't it? Is it the act or is it the intent
of what? Murdering someone?
Well, I think about it for everything.
Or you mean like if you're a rich guy and this guy, say you own.
What if that's what you come up in though?
You own company A.
What if that's just the thing to like? You don't even. It doesn't even reger as like a big deal.
Rich.
Like if you literally think like, oh, like the way we would kill an ant or something.
Yeah.
Like if you fucking live in elite neighborhood and you only know that,
it's like, well, this person,
he's
a number.
Yeah, he fucking is a peasant that fell backwards into somehow making a company. Like, take him off. He's not a fucking
gone.
He's not a royal. Like,
he's some kid who learned how to code in high school.
Yeah.
And he made this fucking this like transfer app. It's like, dude, you're fucking with like some serious shit. Like,
that's what I mean. Like that mindset.
You know what level of elite that is? Do you know off the coast of New York's Long Island, there's an island that has been privately owned from the same family for over 400 years called Gardiner Island. Look at these fucking people.
Oh, boy.
Bro.
Oh, boy.
This is the fucking elite of the, like, this.
You know what's funny is he's the best dressed one there, in my opinion. Even though he's supposed to be like the waiter outfit. Waiter.
Well,
I wonder. God help me.
What year is that? This is probably like the 70s, 60s, it looks like. So this is America's oldest family estate, right? It's private owned New York Island where apparently this Captain Kidd, he's this pirate or some shit. He buried treasure on the island.
I've heard of Captain Kidd. I've not heard of Gardiner Island.
So it's owned by this Gardiner family, right? They own the island for 380 years. It's the oldest state in America. They own this shit before America was a thing.
Well, yeah.
They bought it with a royal grant from the English crown. 3,300 acres, private island off the coast of Long Island's Hamptons. It's considered priceless. It's only accessible by boat. They have a private military that patrols like the water so nobody can go in there. Strictly invite only to get there.
Not security, but a military?
It's probably security.
It sounds crazy when you say military.
That's for the numbers. Come on. Only a few people have been allowed to go there. In 1699, a pirate buried his treasure there, and the family fucking... I think the dude got persecuted in England. The Gardner family had to give the treasure back.
It says they fought on both sides of the American Revolution.
And the Civil War. It's later down there. They were on both sides of the American...
just money, people.
Dude, they were on both sides of the American Revolution, both sides of the Civil War, both sides of the... there was a war with like the Native Americans and some shit and somewhere. They were on both sides of that. His family traded a bunch of shit to like some Native American tribe and got a fucking fat ass chunk of Long Island.
Bro, scroll up. See that rug they're on?
Yeah.
That's probably like a rug from the museums we've been to. That's like probably a real ass.
100%. Yeah, that's like, this rug is probably from the fucking
Ottoman
1400s.
Empire.
Yeah, 1400s and shit.
That's crazy, that one picture. I mean...
It's still privately owned. Dude, this place is so fucking old. The slave quarters are still on the island.
But that's what I'm gonna say, bro. Like, how crazy is that in the 70s? What a weirdo move to be like, we'll just have a black butler and act like he's not like, bro, you live on a fucking island with slave quarters. You can't have a black butler and not have it be weird.
That's the level of elite these people. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, nothing matters.
That's the island?
That's the island. This is what they own off of Long Island. Imagine the price.
Because that's not small.
No, it's 3,300 acres. Yeah, the family's private security force.
Dude, you can't conceive of how much money is in the Hamptons.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know the movie The Great Gatsby?
Yeah.
That's like the old money side of that Long Island.
Which is like, okay, America hasn't been around for that long for you to get that much money. Right? Like, maybe if you came over, maybe if, like, your family started, like, some railroad shit, but even we know that's
I was
fucking
gonna say oil,
Rockefeller.
railroad.
Yeah, like, all that shit. But Who the fuck are you that you're coming over and being like, all right, I'm going to put a fat ass house in the Hamptons. This is where I'm going to live. It's like fucking 18 something.
Bro, he's probably why that's the nice part.
Mm-hmm. Literally. But it's like, why did he get the royal grant from the crown to buy this island? It doesn't even say that.
Well, I wonder if when they did that, they thought, well, it's because he's on our side. And then when he gets over there, then he starts playing both sides of everything.
He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Money.
Yeah, like, who's paying me? What? I wonder what their ties to the Rockefellers are. Right? Look at this fucking guy. Yeah, here we go. The Paiute? Does that say Paiute?
Maybe. I've never seen that word.
The chief gave him the families. Yeah, look at the family supported the tribe during the one of like the Native American wars. In exchange for their loyalty, the chief rewarded him over 78,000 acres of land in Long Island. Can you imagine owning 78,000? This family probably
of the most expensive real estate.
This family probably owned the Hamptons and then sold it to the whoever the fuck, and then that probably became the Hamptons.
Yeah, the people they could deal with being around them.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's like Malibu, because I hear Malibu is when you buy a house in Malibu, apparently, or I don't know if this has changed or whatever, but when you buy a house there, you don't own the land. You fucking pay rent on that land, and that money goes back to whoever the fuck or whoever owns like that part of the land. So you own the house, you don't own the fucking land. So I wonder if it's the same thing with like this family still owns the Hamptons. So like you put a big fat ass house there, you do XYZ, you got Uber money, so it doesn't really matter. You're gonna be paying on shit forever for the rest of your life, and it's like you're just paying like. Because you have your house and all your shit on that piece of property that he got in 1600 whatever. You're just paying that family back like, oh, well, that's my shit. So you want to put a house there? You want to be in the nice area? You're going to pay my family.
My white trash ass has been to the Hamptons once.
That's what you're saying. You had aunt live there? How crazy is it?
It's fucking stupid.
Is it like dumb rich?
And bear in mind, like, I'm from Queens. You've been
there. It looks like Burbank.
It's very mixed up. Old houses, new houses.
Yeah.
Nice neighborhood, bad neighborhood. All mixed up. Go to Long Island. Starts to be the same thing. Mixed up. Starts to get a little nicer. Then I have my grandparents that live, and it's always like just a way of saying it, but they lived in the same neighborhood as J-Lo and Mark Anthony. I've been there a bunch of times. That's a reference point. That's like halfway through Long Island. That's not like...
Yeah, that's not the area.
That's a nice neighborhood, but that's not...
That's where J-Lo and Mark Anthony live.
The Forks. I'm bad with the terminology there because I never drove around there, so I don't know my lingo good. But there's the two forks of Long Island. I believe it's that the one fork is the Hamptons and the other fork is like the older money. So I think the South Fork is probably the one that has... Where's this island at?
This island is
Because whatever
here.
island...
This is the island here.
Oh, okay, it's in the middle. Fuck it.
It's in the middle.
Well, one of them I think is the Hamptons, and the other side I think is like the older money, if I remember
Which is
correctly.
like Great Gatsby money.
If I remember correctly. That's
What side were you in?
The Hamptons.
So you didn't even go in the old money side.
No, but I mean, every house is just like...
Fucking dumb.
Every house is just... keeps going, you know what I mean? Like, I was in this fucking house, and they just had, like, a arcade in the basement, just, like... It was just one of those houses that had too many rooms, you know? You're going through, like, how many fucking living rooms does a house need?
Dude, I remember staying at, But, yeah, I know exactly what you mean, because, like, you go into big houses. Mind you, I've never been in something that big. I went in my buddy's house, my buddy's dad's house in Saginaw is, like, 6,800 square feet. So, I mean, it's the biggest house I've ever been in. It's fucking huge. But like you sit there and it's like, oh, you have the exact same thing every other house has. It's just your shit is more spread out. So like I was sleeping on a couch in this basement room that was probably 100 feet by fucking like 80 feet.
Yeah, there was
the room
definitely
was
a bit of that.
fucking huge. It could have been a fucking ballroom. Like it was huge. And I remember laying on the couch and it was like, that's an 85-inch TV on that wall way over there. It looks like it's a 32-inch TV. And then I remember being like,
a rug that was probably expensive in hindsight.
Really? Dude, yeah. And then I remember like just laying on the couch being like, oh.
My family didn't live there. It was someone else's house. We
Yeah.
were like staying there for a weekend. So there was a bit of panic about that.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I
ate too big a sandwich. I was known for doing that.
But yeah, like just being in like a house like that and being like, oh, it's the same shit as any other house. It's just you have to walk farther to get anywhere. But
and the thing, like, again, I've been in big houses around here where, because shit's newer here, and people throw up like big cool houses and stuff.
yeah, like in like Barrington or
What's that one place? Oakbrook.
Oakbrook. Yeah, that's a big area.
But like when you see the big houses here, and you're like factoring in the location of like, God damn, like not only is this a fucking mansion, this is like the primo fucking like
in the
real
Hamptons.
estate. Yeah, like that
like not only is this house like $50 million or $100 million, the fucking plot of land you're on is worth 3 times the house.
That's what
like
always fucks my head up about New York and LA and shit.
it's fucking dumb. It's weird. It makes no sense. But I guess if you have old money.
Like the house you visited in New York that I lived in, it's not $1 million house. Like what?
No, that's like that house. Like if that house was here, that'd be 300,000 maybe in this market, 350, 380.
Yeah, being generous.
Yeah. This dude, see his pinky ring? That has the jewels from Captain Kidd's treasure. They kept some diamonds because they had to give some of it back to the crown for whatever the fuck. Yeah, and I guess they kept some, fucking put into a pink. That's been passed down for 13 generations. Can you fucking passing a house down 13 generations? It now belongs to a niece. Like one of his nieces just owns the place. Fucking crazy. Look at this shit.
I guess there's reason to stick around though.
Oh, you have no
If you know this. Wow, some like real art. That's like the real painting.
Yeah, like that's that's a fucking $200 million painting.
The real. It's not. I got that fucking wave picture out there. It's like they have the wave.
Yeah, they have like one of 24 fucking
God
pictures.
damn.
Yeah, no, exactly. Apparently, they JFK and Jackie O went there, and Jackie O was accused of stealing some shit.
And Jackie O was what? Hot?
Probably.
Right?
Yeah. This makes you wonder. We're doing into this ball worship, which
Jackie O face.
Jackie O. Oh. Right. I'm gonna show my O face. That dude's fucking great. But what the fuck was I gonna say? What were we talking about?
Captain Kid.
No, we were talking about like these elite families and like you talk about like Bohemian Grove and all these people and like this fucking Malak, which is just Baal or Bial.
We don't even need to do it.
We don't need to get in there yet. We're not there yet. You guys will see it soon.
We're not there yet.
We're stumbled upon a major conspiracy here. We're probably QAnon people, to be honest with you.
No,
we're not. We're not there yet. Cut that out. Fucking. But it makes you wonder.
QAnon people think they're.
They think they're on our level.
They think they're us, and it's like, listen, bud. I'm glad you're on a fucking chain email.
I'm glad you fucking get
fucking
it, but
loser.
A fucking.
Put a slideshow together and then talk to me. Where's your Google Drive?
That one dude. But it makes you wonder. Epstein's Island does some crazy shit, right? Epstein's Island did some crazy shit. Is this OG?
I'd consider kid raping crazy.
Right? Is this the OG island? What the fuck is this? Who goes here? Why are they going here?
Well, didn't they say no one goes there?
Without an invite. I guess now that maybe because the niece owns it and that family's dead, maybe there's some other shit like this.
Maybe the niece isn't as into
Imagine just owning that.
Kid fucking. Yeah, if you're a girl, where do you get in on kid fucking?
You're probably no. I don't know. Do you take that one route? Like who's Epstein's girl?
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine. Yeah, Ghislaine. Do you take that route? You're more of like because you're not. Because I think I still assume in this elite culture, like if you're not a man, like you're not fucking getting anywhere.
Like a real person.
Yeah, like you can help us find the kids. You could do that.
It's like staggered where it's like elite man, elite woman, man, woman.
Well, yes.
So like our women are better than all people, but like if no people are around, they're still like oh, you're in a room full of us? Yeah.
Like, yeah, how about you go fuck off?
Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty, no.
You must zip it.
Zip it good.
What's that? Rattlesnake skin belt? I can't fucking talk to.
Yeah, dude. You're freaking out, man. You're fucking out there, man. And that's some shit, though. Makes you wonder, like, just...
Was that a pretty girl back in the day?
Probably. Think? She looks fucking gross.
I know. What a fucking neck.
Her, too. The fuck is that?
Is that the niece?
That's that other dude's wife.
Who?
Pinky ring.
Oh, from the 70s?
Yeah.
Well, are all these people, like, interbreeding? If they're coming over from England?
I was reading one thing. Mind you, we're just skimming through this, but I was reading one thing, and it was like, they were saying how everyone in the family, it's like, oh, we only marry rich. Like, it's just family merging. It's like, oh,
5 generations of large family breed.
Exactly. But it's basically like, oh, we can't, because I think those two guys, or those two, the people from
Pinky Ring?
Yeah, Pinky Ring and his wife. I don't think they had kids. They couldn't, so it went down to the wife. Or
they couldn't because you can't keep fucking
your cousin, probably.
Right,
yeah. So it went down to the niece. So who knows who the fuck the niece married.
Because both those people looked reptilian.
Listen, they were fucking Draco reptilian. Yeah, exactly.
The lady, at least. The guy just looked ugly.
Exactly. Yeah, he looked like some fucking Greek dude. But right. But
not untrue.
Yeah, but the
I don't think elites would ever fuck a Greek.
No, please. You're probably Protestant.
Maybe on the island.
Yeah, you're probably Protestant.
Maybe a child.
Come on, yeah, maybe.
But
fuck around. Yeah. Oh, is this disposable? Yeah, we'll get rid of this. But no,
yeah,
it makes you wonder. Yeah, look at that fucking dude. It makes you wonder, like, it's like, okay, you need to find a husband.
Why is he wearing a belt with like silk pants?
Yeah, everything. His whole entire outfit is see-through.
His whole outfit is linen. Just fucking breezy.
This windmill was rebuilt in 1795.
Yeah, by who?
Exactly.
I wonder.
Destroyed during the Revolutionary War. Apparently, that island was used as like a camp for the redcoats.
Yeah, this dude was just pimping it to whoever had the paycheck.
That's some fucking crazy shit. Oh boy. Yeah, dude, I saw that shit. Fucking blew my mind. I was like, can you imagine having that much money? As much money as Jimmy Buffett.
That's a lot of money to make Jimmy Buffett look broke.
That is a lot of money to make Jimmy Buffett look broke. All right,
Jimmy Buffett was balling.
Dude, man had $1 billion when he died. How crazy is that? Do you know what his empire consisted of? Have you ever been to his hotel? Or
I've been to
Margaritaville.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Have you?
Yeah, much of them.
In the Keys?
I've been to the one in the Keys. I've been to the one in Jamaica.
Because that's like
I've been to
the one I think, right?
That's all his, yeah.
No, but I think that's where he lives, right? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know where he lives. He lives in Florida somewhere.
Yeah, I thought the Keys one was like...
Maybe that was his place.
Because...
the OG one, maybe.
Yeah, I went there with no appreciation for like what I was there for at all. Which was like, this
dude, it's crazy. We've been to the one in the Bahamas, fucking Jamaica. There's one in the Jamaican airport. I think there's one in Mexico. Fucking dude. So he has all of those. He's got the hotels, the Margaritaville hotels. There's like one in Vegas, I think. There's one somewhere else.
You know what he did?
He's got fucking communities. The man owns subdivisions. He owns retirement communities.
But bro, you know what he's like? Is like he provides like an archetype. Much in the same way, I feel that like whoever like the hot rapper is in a given moment almost like provides an archetype. He's like for that age group, he's like
you're over 55.
You could just get drunk in the daytime and like now it's okay because it's like there's a reference point for people. Like
it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, like it's this fun like
in Margaritaville.
Yeah. But like, you know, you should be watching your kids.
Well, more than anything. More than anything, maybe watch your kids.
But now you're like, I'm floating in the pool.
I'm in the pool. I'm retired.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? No, it is.
I bought a bucket hat.
It's truly. Hey, honey, I bought a bucket hat. That's funny.
Yeah, you hate your fucking wife or husband, and you just
That's okay.
hit a little Margaritaville, then you fucking moonwalk out another day.
In Margaritaville. That shit's fucking. No, it truly is like a whole. It's like a whole fucking community.
Yeah, you just get to like fall into.
Do you want a Hawaiian shirt? You want a Hawaiian shirt?
I have.
Put it
one.
on. We're going to Margaritaville.
Wear it every day.
Yeah, wear it every day. How comfortable is a Hawaiian shirt? Wear it every day.
I love it.
Wear it every day.
I wish it was more allowable. Wish kimonos were.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one just to wear around the house. I feel like I'd like it around the house.
Because I'm not a robe guy. Robes always feel creep.
Kimono, short shorts, silk.
What that guy was wearing.
I want to be comfy.
I'd rock that guy's outfit.
Yeah, dude, that guy lives in comfort.
I can only imagine the Egyptian cotton that those shirts were made out of. Yeah.
I'm Mark Lindell. I'm Mike Lindell. I have an influx of Egyptian cotton that I have to offset.
I've accepted my invitation to Gardiners Island.
Gardiners Island. I'll be going there, cross in hand.
They provided me with a +1, and I'll be taking President Donald Trump.
To have President Donald Trump with me. We're going to talk about how the LGBTQ ruined me and my cotton.
You know who didn't ruin me? The reptiles.
The Draco Reptilians. They do wonders.
Draco Malfoy.
Think about that. Slytherin, reptile, Draco Reptilians.
J.K. Rowling hated trans people.
Yeah.
So, you know, full circle.
J.K. Rowling's pretty fucked up.
Isn't that what a weird stance to take?
Yeah, when you got that much money and you're that powerful.
Like even if that's how you feel.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Who cares?
This is the first time this has happened where you've disagreed with like the mainstream on something. Like you don't know by now. Like
yeah, you have to take a stance on fucking trans right. Who gives a fuck? Let them do the thing. Who gives a fuck?
Well, yeah, that first. But I'm saying like even if you are, like shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, just tell your neighbor.
One who can
tell your friend. Like what is fucking if track records have shown. If what is saying anything to the news on any point like that proven, you're gonna like you have a gold mine of content.
You have a magical money printing machine.
It's you can wave your wand and go another million.
And you did it like accidentally.
Yeah, you're a fucking nerd.
She didn't. Well, not even that. She like was a writer who sucked and she couldn't come up with anything, and she just started writing down this story, and it literally seems like it like made its way like a muse through her head, through her hand, and she just like wrote it down. Because when you talk up to her about like she didn't do any world building, she just like started writing a story and then like did this and did that.
This guy, I'll figure
which
it out.
admittedly is how Akira Toriyama did it for Dragon Ball Z.
I'll figure out how I go. I'll figure out how it goes.
Which is so antithetical to how I would do it. But then again, maybe that's
maybe that's why we're not doing as many sketches as we want to, because we're sitting here fucking building a word. Yeah, and that's the issue. We're too much of perfectionists. That's why content isn't coming out as fast as it should.
We need it to be polished.
We want it to look good. Come on.
Professional.
I'm not showing you fucking people just garbage.
No, when sketches come out, I want it to be immediately like, oh, this is better than Saturday Night Live in the past 5 years.
Yeah. I have a $5,000 cinema camera that is sitting at home. It's sitting there. It's not doing anything. Imagine just filming shit. Fucking might as well. You got this shit. You want to hear some fun facts?
Sure, Mark.
I was looking at fun facts.
Cool.
The guy who invented Match.com lost his wife
for
to
fags like me.
Yep. Lost his wife to a man she bet on Match.com. How crazy is that?
Why was she even on there?
She wanted to cheat on her husband.
What a bitch to do it that way. She probably could have just gone to the... I mean, you're a girl. You could do anything.
Yeah, you can do anything. You can just go suck someone's dick and go, oh, nice.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
She
was so sold on his business idea that
she hated him so much.
Well, yeah. Well, she hated
him.
She hated him, but she was like, oh, you made a website that just figures out, like, what two people like and matches you guys together. It's like, well, I fucking hate you. We have nothing in common. But you made the thing for me.
You've been spending all this fucking time building a website.
Yeah, I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. No one knows who invented the fire extinguisher because the patent was lost in a fire.
I bet we could.
How interesting is that?
I bet we could narrow it down by half on who invented it.
I'll tell you who it wasn't one.
Well, no. Who do you think I'm saying?
No, I don't know. What were you saying?
I mean, a guy invented it.
Oh. You think?
Yeah.
Oh, obviously.
What do you think? A
I don't
girl
know.
invented a fire extinguisher?
Yeah. Well,
what?
Great white sharks have never been seen mating. No one knows how great white sharks mate. What if it's just weird? What if they 69?
What if it's weird?
What if it's like full-blown doggy? They're just two sharks fucking humping in the ocean.
How would two sharks fuck? How do fish fuck in general?
I don't know. They probably just go and then the woman goes
The other one collects.
because if you think about it, the womb, like when you blow a load in a woman and the swimmers go up and they find some shit, they're swimming in shit, right? Well, they're swimming through whatever. It's almost like the ocean is a big womb and you could just blow it in the ocean and the shit just swims and kind of meets each other and the eggs fall down and go fucking create fish, right?
The primordial waters.
Is that how that happens? Makes you wonder. Maybe a shark do the same thing. Did you know sharks have two dicks?
Maybe sharks.
In the DP.
Well, they have to be. Two dicks.
That's what I mean. They're in the DP. Merge
one shark eats the other shark, and then that means it gets to live longer.
They merge into each other.
There's a set amount of sharks.
It eats its life force.
And then once one shark eats enough, it reaches critical mass, and then another shark morphs off of it, and then it maintains this ever average.
It's like an earthworm. You cut an earthworm in half, doesn't it turn into two worms?
If it's got enough.
If there's enough of it.
Right.
You got to cut it perfectly in half.
That's what I'm saying.
Or is that how it is? It needs 51%.
Yeah, it needs an excess.
That's interesting.
I love a good slide.
Slide. This thing's nice. Let's talk about shit. Here we go. Australia is wider than the moon. Think about that. How big's the fucking moon?
I don't know.
I know it's perfectly placed between us and the sun.
If you're telling me that the moon isn't an artificial satellite base for aliens, I don't know what we're talking about, bud.
I don't think we're even on the same wavelength.
You should be embarrassed if you don't think that the moon is an artificial satellite that's a moon base.
If you don't think the moon was placed by some sort of extraterrestrial entity.
Can I explain that if you think, I don't know the numbers, but I know that whatever the ratio is, the moon is the exact right size that for eclipses to work. You know how crazy an eclipse is? That's just
how that happens?
That just works?
Randomly, like, oh wow, the distance from the Earth to the moon and the moon to the sun,
and the size of the moon
makes it to where the sun is the same size as the moon when seen from Earth, so that whenever some fucking random point they fucking hit each other, they block each other out perfectly.
So you can just tell people
how amazing
you're God
is that?
And you're gonna fucking make the sun go out.
That's what Columbus did. We know that. That's how we got the Native Americans to go,
yeah,
holy
but
shit,
that's
this
probably
guy's
a
crazy.
trick, a tale as old as time.
Oh, 100%. You tell me they're not doing that? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to tell you, but if you think that the fucking Earth, a chunk of it came off and it just happened to mold itself into that's perfect size.
You're a fucking idiot.
You're retarded. That's the dumb. I'm not fucking dumb for thinking the moon's a fucking alien, but you're fucking stupid for thinking just accidentally something. Oh, there's fucking accidents. Fuck you.
Hey, my bad.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry. No, you're a fucking idiot.
Look at me fucking crazy at work.
I'm the asshole.
Spouting fucking nonsense. Yeah, no, wrong.
I'm the fucking idiot for assuming that this is what happened.
That 3 brave men went to the moon and saw people staring back at them from the edge of the crater.
They're on the crater. We gotta find that video. We gotta put that on here.
That'd be crazy.
They're on the crater. They're on the crater.
Can't make light out of that. Darkest moments.
No, so fucking crazy. Glad we got that off our chest. I found this out, and then I had a funny. I kept thinking about this to myself at home, and I was laughing. I don't think Christian thought it was too funny, but
usually
Romans used to put toast in their wine for good health. Toast. Put toast in their wine, like bread.
Yeah, but now we say toast.
Now we say toast, right? So I had the funny thought. I was
because
like,
bread comes up out of a toaster. Put cheers up.
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Is that what that is? No, it's not.
Etymology.
So shut the fuck up. You're like that fucking, what's his name? Jordan Maxwell.
Who?
That one dude, the bald dude who talks about the deep state when he's like, and the bench stands.
Oh,
the judge
yeah, exactly.
is in Latin goes back to the bench because the judge rules for the bench. The bench in Latin is bank. The judge rules for the bank.
It's the court. What do you play tennis on the court?
Like tennis on the court.
It's a racket.
It's a racket. It's so fucking
You play
good.
basketball on a court.
It's a foul.
Black people. They're criminals.
Next. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
They hook them.
Wrong.
No, the
Should have stuck with tennis, George.
no, I had the funny thought of like you have a bunch of Romans around the table and they're all putting toast in their wine and they're like but they're all just a bunch of dumb wops, and for some reason the Roman emperor or the emperor at the time, his son, he don't like the toast in his wine. He doesn't like the soft bread. It's kind of weird. This guy,
He's trying to get drunk.
this guy he ain't gonna fucking have no fucking toast. You ain't gonna put no son of mine isn't gonna not put toast in his wine.
Because they got to have bread with everything.
You're gonna have bread with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether it's a drink, whatever it is, I need you to have good luck. You're gonna get someone's gonna give you the fucking eye.
We're constantly.
You're gonna get the fucking eye, and because you didn't have put the toast in your wine, you're gonna turn out some fucking homosexual or something. Some fucking you're gonna hang out with your fucking brother Constantine in Greece. Constantine was Roman, but you go hang out with your fucking brother Odysseus in Greece.
And we all
Do all that fucking hee-haw,
Yeah.
that fucking shit.
We don't even need to say.
No.
We already know.
You're going to put fucking toast in your wine. And you're going to cheers me. Toast. That's fucking crazy. You told me something that blew my mind. You told me J.J. Abrams wrote a comic.
Oh, yeah.
Why
No,
did
he didn't write shit.
Yeah.
Fucking J.J. Abrams' little boy, bitch, son was like, Daddy, I want to write for Marvel Comics. I want to write a Spider-Man story. So J.J. Abrams goes to Marvel and it's like, me and my son are going to write a Spider-Man story for you, which means I'll have my name on it and he'll fucking churn out whatever fan fiction horse shit he thinks he knows what he
year
wants
was
to write
this?
about. If I was working 2018.
Shut the fuck. It was that recent.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Jam.
It was around the time when he was doing Star Wars.
How shitty was it?
I didn't read that trash. What are you, crazy?
You didn't read it?
What are you, nuts? You think I was going to read
How
that
were the
shit?
reviews?
Bro,
Terrible. What was it?
people that like J.J. Abrams coming in to be like, I like Spider-Man too, so this is very exciting for me. And being like, wow, J.J. Abrams is like, just people committed. They like it before they read it.
I'm a big fan of J.J.
I like J.J. Abrams. I read it. I like it.
Obviously, if J.J. Abrams made it, of course I'm gonna buy it and love it.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's gonna go
Fuck
next to
the
my
fuck off.
It's gonna go next to my Star Wars collection that he's been.
No, you
working
thumb
on.
through it, you see just lines of dialogue like, okay, cool. Like, it's
Good.
everyone at the comic book store could have written a better comic. And all people not thinking like that they should write Spider-Man, but just like if you force them to,
enough info about Spider-Man,
we would have done something cool
to where you can place him into scene or into situations, and it's like, ooh, that makes a good story.
Would have been something like, all right, like give him that. This was just like, so you just haven't read Spider-Man enough to know that like this is drivel, like this is just contrived and like
how insulting.
Dude,
how crazy for him to put his name on it. Even,
I mean,
I guess it doesn't matter. You have that much of a name. It's like I don't give a fuck.
Gives a fuck. It's also no one actually cares about comics, bro. That's the like.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. I guess. Yeah.
Did you ever hear about this?
No.
Not
until the other day.
That's not tarnishing his reputation. Yeah.
If he made a shitty movie that would come out.
Yeah, or a show or something. That's bad for him. But
J.J. Abrams fucked over this series.
People that care about comics do it for like 6 months generally, and then they stop. So even though it always seems like there's this big mass of people, half of them are like revolving. You know what I mean? So it's not like actually that many people.
Yeah. That's interesting. What a little bitch boy.
Both of them. I get fucking pissed off about that shit. You gotta have some... It is disrespectful. I know people look at me like I'm a fucking fag for saying shit like that, but it's like, these are legacy characters. You can't just do stupid shit.
Well, that's what I mean.
For
like,
no reason.
Well, that's what I don't get about the movies. Like, the way you explain the comics and like, hey, by the way, if you guys want to hear, maybe we mix in a little comic banter, you want to hear a little character design, a little something, let us know in the comments. But when you start talking about comics and like where the story...
7-year vet.
Yes, 7-year vet. He's got experience. He's a good guy. He knows a lot about the industry.
I'm not pretentious. I'm a little jaded.
And a little Jewish. When it comes to buying.
1%.
1%. A little Jewish. A little Hebrew.
Up. Ancestry report.
It's fine. 13th tribe, actually.
Thank you.
But...
yeah, it's weird.
No,
it
it's
said
interesting.
I was Jewish, but not African. And it's odd because... kind of, depending on the tribe.
It's weird when you say one thing, but then you mean another.
Yeah, what is Jewish?
And I'm kind of stuck in the middle because you got Jewish and you got Jew. You got black Jew.
Judea.
Exactly. There's different things that
God's assassin.
Yeah. Well, no, that's
Could
all.
I be that?
That's all the white Jews.
Could I be that? Sect?
That's all white. Yeah. They erased the black Jew history. That's what they did. Yeah, there's going to be some crazy shit coming
on the horizon.
But it is weird hearing about the comics and then seeing the route the movies go, and you go, wow, Disney, you guys really just put shit into the fucking woke algorithm and really churned out some horse shit. And I really can't wait to see if... No, it's not going to fail.
Again, people
all the
look
shit,
at me like I'm a fucking
route they're
loser
taking, all
I
the
get so
shit.
offended by it. But
the route they're taking the shit now looks terrible. And I'm not even saying that from like a dude's like they're making everything women, fucking this, that, and the other. I'm not even saying it from that perspective. It just looks like horse shit. Like everything coming out looks like, oh, really? Like that.
Everyone's
just
costume looks the same, and all the powers look the same.
It's fucking dumb. You guys are making it in a fucking blue room.
It's so.
You guys are in a warehouse.
Assembly line formula. I hate that I never, Mark, would I have thought that.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
I would not be watching a Blue Beetle movie. Like if you told me back in the day a Blue Beetle movie was coming, I'd be like, holy shit! But holy fuck! Now
are you
it's
kidding
like,
me? Is there a cartoon Blue Beetle?
He's great in Young Justice.
Really?
The one that's in the movie, yeah. Jaime Reyes.
That's crazy.
With the scarab.
So you're not gonna watch Blue Beetle?
I will eventually. Quick, name all 3 Blue Beetles.
Name all 3 Blue Beetles. Hurry.
In chronological order. 1, Dan Garrett. 2, Ted Cord. 3, Jaime Reyes. Fun facts like that and more.
Fun facts like that and more.
You two can amaze your friends at the bar.
Walk up to girls, buy her drinks, drop some knowledge.
Yeah, I'm more of a Ted Cord guy myself, but don't worry, I'm not racist. I also like the Mexican one, Jaime Reyes.
Can I buy you a drink? You look nice today. I see you're wearing blue, much like Blue Beetle number 3.
Your necklace reminds me of the scarab. A what? I said scarab.
You fucking whore.
It's an Egyptian relic, like
Come on,
a beetle, a bug, an insect. What you are, whore?
Anything. Have you seen Moon Knight? God, watch Moon Knight. Another scarab. That'll be exciting when that comes out.
New Moon Knight?
Yeah.
That was probably the last good thing I've seen.
That was good.
I enjoyed it.
It was fun.
It was fun.
They did a fucking crocodile head and a hippopotamus head.
Yeah.
They did it fucking, it looked like a comic book.
The editing was good. They really they nailed it with that.
I hate that they refused to make things look like a fucking comic book. They make everything, brought it, I love that Batman trilogy, but it fucked us, and it made everything turn into, how do we make this the real world? Yeah. Super Soldier Serum was already scientific, so that's one thing. Hulk's already scientific. Iron Man's already scientific. Yeah. But when they started trying to fuck around with the Infinity Gems and make that science, it's like the Tesseract, the ether, it's a spice. Fuck off. They made Thor Star Wars. I hate that.
That was wild. They
made Thor fucking not Thor. Ugh. Hulk is a pussy now. I don't know.
Hulk got weird.
How you could fumble the bag.
Hulk probably took the weirdest turn,
what?
I'd say.
I mean,
aside from Fat Thor, Hulk took the weirdest turn.
Is there a better example of not... You went to film school. Is there a better example of not understanding your character? You have the Incredible Hulk.
You know what the craziest thing is? You don't even have to do the work.
But think about characters in fiction. He's top fucking
He's
50.
He's the guy.
In fiction. He's top 50, right? Everyone knows the Incredible Hulk.
He's the Incredible Hulk.
You fuck him up irreparably. He's a fucking... Like, it's done.
He's fucked.
Bro.
It's over. To think it's not even that hard. Like, you don't have to do the work. It's already built. Bro. The universe is made. All you got to do is copy paste. The outline is done.
But people
you could have made the craziest fucking like cross. You could have
brought in Peter David, one of the best Hulk writers. You could have brought in what's his fucking face? What's his name? The other one, god damn it.
God, I tell you, this is where we're really gonna fall off, man.
He wrote Hulk 300. It's one of my favorite issues.
Hulk 300.
I think his first name's Tom. Yeah, I know. You're right. I am.
No, but honestly, you could have if you literally just would have followed the blueprint of the comics, you could have made the biggest fucking adaptation in history of, you have 50, 60, 70, 80 years of material. You almost have 100 years of material that you could then adapt into movies. And then all the comics and all the shit that's been dead, you would re-spark all of that because you would have the movies that would follow these arcs. And then
then your trades would actually sell good because people would want to read those stories. They wouldn't want to read... People come in looking for, do you have Infinity War? I'm like, did you read Infinity Gauntlet? No, what's that? I want to read Infinity War like the movie. No, you don't. No, you don't. Shut the fuck up. You want to read Infinity Gauntlet. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
And if you were fucking smart, you'd read Thanos Quest. But no, I mean, if anything makes me want to fucking run someone over, it's not reading Thanos Quest when they come in and tell me like, I want to watch the movies. I'm like, like how Thanos gets all the gems and stuff? Yeah. Yeah, Thanos Quest. No, Infinity War. Okay, buy Infinity War. Read all about the Magus. Read all about the Church of the Universal Truth. That's what you remember from the movies, right? You remember the Church of the Universal Truth?
Obviously, I remember Church of the Universal Truth.
Yeah, because it wasn't fucking in it. Adam Warlock was in Guardians for fucking, or some shit for 3 seconds. It sucked. Ugh.
No, it really makes you wonder.
The Magus is like his evil.
MAGA.
No.
Identical.
No, he is a purple guy with a samurai top knot or an afro fro is his two looks, and it's incredible.
Jesus.
Why can't I think of this guy's name?
No, that's fucking disgusting. No, but like to think about like, imagine if you took the structure of the comics and you made like, obviously you made the
You think? Bill Mantlo.
Bill Mantlo.
Thank fuck.
Jesus
You
Christ.
Could, if
you couldn't remember Bill Mantlo?
I couldn't remember Bill Mantlo.
I knew Bill Mantlo.
No, you don't.
Come on.
You could bring in Peter David. You could bring in Bill Mantlo. You
Larry
could bring
David.
in these guys, and they'll fucking hold your fucking hand and figure out how to trim the fat of a monthly story arc and turn it into a one-time sitting movie.
But then imagine you have these long story arcs, right? So now you're making all these movies to take that story arc, but no arc, especially from what you've described in comics, no arc is point A to point B. You do have offshoots. And obviously you can't make everything into a movie. So now if people want to know more about, there's an offshoot about this character and they go here and do this, go read the comic. You got the originals. You got the good shit. And because it follows the fucking thing and everything is canon, everything seems normal, or everything like flows nicely, everything matches nicely, you now can watch the movies and go, ooh, now I'm going to go back to the comics. And now you're bringing more money into the fucking comic industry and you're re-sparking everything again.
Because
instead of getting fucked.
They do a good job right now. They're reprinting so many old stories. Marvel got the rights back to reprint Rom, Space Knight, another Bill Mantlo.
Really?
Very exciting. I thought I was going to have to buy that one in single issues. Very exciting. It's weird, though, because they've already made certain trade paperbacks, like Power Man and Iron Fist has a issue of Rom that should be in it. Or no, there's an issue of Rom that was in one of those, and he was in it so much that they couldn't reprint it because they'd lost the rights to that character, and he like exceeded like a cameo in it. He was in it.
Really?
So I had to buy that one single issue, and I hate that I have like 50 issues of something in a trade, and then one in the middle is a single issue. It's ugly.
That's weird.
They're doing a good job right now of like reprinting stuff, and yeah, it goes to waste because I can't convince anyone to buy a $30, $40 trade when it's not gonna match up. Like all these people see shit on TV and movies, and they fall in love with that version of the character.
That's what's depressing, is that now you now have two people and you're dividing a community that should be joined together. Because now you have the MCU and you have the comic
people that
book
are trying to join them are people with the social skills of me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's people who are like, it's the only thing they fucking have
is comics.
Coming in being like, with way different energy than people usually come in with. Yeah, and they're like, I like the movie, trying to watch that, trying to read this and that. Like,
it's like, cool, that's not going to match up. You're going to hate it.
Yeah, and someone's like, it's
a little different.
Trying to tell you you're wrong. And they're like, no, the movie's called Infinity War. That's the comic I need. And you're like,
no, what you're looking for is XYZ.
It's Infinity Gauntlet. Read Thanos Quest first.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy them on Amazon. Hey, and
that
then
one always
and then
stung,
and then they
brother.
go home and they go, I'm talking to this fucking guy at the comic. He don't know shit.
Dude.
This guy doesn't know fucking shit. He's trying to. I'm telling him I want Infinity War because I just watched the fucking movie. He's trying to sell me gauntlets. I gotta read 5 other things.
He's already
to get
got
to
the gauntlet in the movie.
Yeah, so I don't know. This guy's a fucking idiot.
The worst is someone talking your ear off for 30 minutes and then leaving without buying anything. Being like, all right, get those on Amazon. Be like,
Should be a sign on the counter. You buying here? If not, fuck off.
this isn't like an information.
I can't wait till we
resource.
have a little a comic spiral thing at the shop.
That'll make me happy.
That'll be nice. That'll be nice. It'll be right next to the discs.
I'll get some wholesale from John. Put them in there.
Some good shit.
Each one of them, I'll put a Graham
Handpicked.
Crackers like a card in.
I fold it like a little fold.
One of their newsletters.
That'd be nice. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. challenges Biden to prove fitness for office by debating. Be awaiting news on this. This will be interesting. People are saying, which is interesting because we said this before about Biden dropping out and it going to some other weird shit or someone else jumping in. We said Michelle and maybe who I don't fucking know. But I was just watching the news the other day. My dad had it on. They were talking about don't be surprised if Biden, drops out because he might just not want to run anymore. He's just, maybe he just doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, at
and it's
90.
like, yeah, what? He can't fucking think. No shit, he doesn't want to do it. He shouldn't be fucking doing it. You got a fucking dumb bitch as a VP.
It's kind of a loser thing to still want to be president at that age.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Because like,
Enjoy your kid.
the whole thing is like you're supposed to, like Nas has that great line where he's like, and by the time you can afford it, the car ain't important.
That's a prolific line.
And when you're that old, still chasing something, it's kind of gross
Yeah.
to have not like aged gracefully or whatever. What a fucking loser.
Fucking crazy. It's interesting. Well, that makes sense because Biden fucking.
Do you want to hear about my thing?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
I have a thing to present.
Let's present.
Not the thing I
This
sent
is
you.
good. We don't get this often.
Not the thing I sent you.
No, yes, something different. What do we got? You want the keyboard?
No.
I can pull it up. Go ahead.
Yeah. It'll come up. All right. So I should have just screenshotted things and did that way, but I can point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
Israel Adesanya
Is on the cover of UFC 5.
Who cares? Israel Adesanya. You want to guess?
He's fighting
Sean Strickland.
Yes.
This is just Israel Adesanya news. It's not fight news.
Okay.
Israel Adesanya.
The real African fighter.
Well, Chinese. He has a bit of a track record that has been uncovered of. I'll take you through the timeline.
Get through this. Feel good.
There's a puppy girl Twitter account
Shut the fuck up.
that he follows.
Stop it.
Someone sees this because
Like-
they're on the puppy girl.
Like the girls who act like dogs?
Yes.
Stop it. Fucking Israel, come on.
So then there's a video, and now this is something you can look up. There's a video.
Internet's down.
That'll happen. There's a video of him laying with his dog, and he's petting its belly,
Yeah.
and he sees its dick, and he just starts giving it a couple.
Shut the fuck up. Israel Adesanya.
Middleweight champion. My champion Anderson Silva would never.
Would never do that. His idol.
Then, video. He's eating.
Yes.
He makes a bird noise,
Okay.
and he spits the food into his dog's mouth.
Stop it. Where the fuck is he posting this?
Social media, I guess. Then, the radio show, The Breakfast Club with Charlemagne?
Yes.
He's on there with a UFC belt on the table. A pride and respectful image. And Charlemagne's talking. He asked like the dumbass question that everyone always gets asked, where it's like, do you try to like not fuck before the fight? So you like shave your nut up? That's like the classic, like you stay like
Get all fucking hype.
Yeah.
Testosterone up.
And Israel, Mr. Cool Guy is like, haha, no, I set records this week, not just in the cage, I set records outside. And then, everyone's laughing like, oh, okay. And then while everyone's laughing, he goes, shout out to the puppy. And everyone goes, huh.
Because Charlemagne don't give a fuck.
No, Israel says
Oh,
that.
Israel said that.
Israel said that.
Shout out to the puppy.
So everyone's like, that's a weird code word. Yeah. And they're like, huh. Yeah. And Charlemagne's like, yeah, shout out for using the nickname. Good call. Like, yeah, not blowing up her spot or whatever. And Israel's like, yeah.
No.
So literally watches the puppy. And then this one, I don't this one I don't know if it's part of it, because I can respect the anime side of this argument. There was one fight where he wore like a dog collar into the fight, but that one I can kind of, I mean, it's gay to do either way, dog-related or anime-ish. It's gay to actually do, I would say. But the thing is, it's like that Jet Li movie. Like, you undo it and then you're like unleashed or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you put it next to the, the spitting out the food into the dog's mouth,
you wanted
to
do a little thing in front of for a little hype up before the fight. You want to get your fucking nut off.
Feels.
You like the way it feels.
You like the way it feels. You're into pup play.
When did this all come out?
So you know anything about Sean Strickland?
No.
Sean Strickland's like, he's not as bad as people.
Oh, tell me he's bringing this up to him.
Bro, he's gonna. So Sean Strickland,
This is crazy.
started off like, to me, pretty funny, but then other people thought he was funny. So now the cameras are kind of on him.
Yeah.
So now he kind of like is trying a little too hard to be funny. No, I can't. I've never been in that situation. I'm not like shitting on the guy at all. I think people give him too hard a time and make him out to be like kind of the Andrew Tate thing happened to him, where like he says a bunch of dumb shit, so people don't like him for it. But then he says some right shit, so then like Rogan has him on and it's like, that was good what you said about this. So then people are like pissed off, and it's like, well, anyone would say that. Like, we also said bad shit.
Yeah.
So it's just, he kind of had like a little Andrew Tate-ish thing, but without trying to at all. I think he's a good dude. All his sparring partners say he's a good dude, but he likes to say wild shit. He likes to fuck around.
He's having fun.
He's a dude that gets that he's a piece of shit, white trash that shouldn't be where it is.
A real Mike Perry.
He's fucking living it up while he never thought he was going to fight for a fucking title.
Yeah.
He's going into the champ's backyard in Australia to go fight for a title. He don't give a fuck. He's been on the press conference stage with Israel before, like when he was like the second fight or third fight on the card.
Yeah.
So not versing him, but he's talked shit to Israel on the mic, and he said something about like, I would never lose to a guy who jerks off to cartoon porn or something, because Israel's always talking about anime shit.
Yeah.
So Strickland's already like in his head. Like, for some reason, he pisses Israel off so much. Like, just by existing. Like, he says anything, and you just see it, like, actually bothers him. And, like,
When's this fight?
Saturday. Adesanya always, like, tries to say these, like, clever things, but a lot of times they sound dumb as fuck. Like, he said something to, I think it was when he fought Pereira. I always fuck his name up. But he said something dumb. He's like, and this time, I'll leave you frozen like Elsa. And everyone was like, you thought that would be a hard line to say?
You thought that was cool as shit to say?
Yeah, that you'd be frozen like Elsa, the Child's movie. You thought that'd be cool to say at the championship fight?
I'm going to leave you frozen like Elsa.
So anytime he tries to like do some like cool
Really
walk-off
cool.
shit,
I grab the bull
Strickland's
by
like,
the
are you
horns.
fucking stupid? Do you know how fucking dumb that's? Like, he just...
Really?
So
I love it.
this dude, MMA guru on YouTube that people...
It's the Nick Mullen of
no,
MMA?
No,
Okay.
no.
Different guy.
People don't like him.
MMA guru.
Yeah, he's got a following, but like most people are like, oh, he's annoying. I've never really watched his stuff. This is just like when I see his name crop up, that's the vibe I get. He put all this together, and I guess he was saying like usually he would wait and like do a better video to put it all out, and he goes, fuck that, I'm putting this shit out today so that Strickland has it for the press conference. So please, Sean, use this to fucking attack this man, like out this man in front of his home country.
That's crazy. Why would you? Where does he get these videos? Instagram?
I mean, he's not hiding anything.
He
said it on
flicks his dog's dick.
Look at, bro. You can find. Look up the MMA guru.
The internet doesn't work.
I guess we don't need to see the video.
Yeah.
To be fair,
We talked about it.
you don't need to see him flicking a dog's dick. You can imagine.
I can imagine.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
It's unsettling. There's people behind him.
Wrong.
A child.
Really?
You know what's crazy is there's people on those apps who will have like a picture of them and their child on a dating app, and then like
My kid.
in the bio it'll say
me and my
like,
child are a
into
package
being-
deal.
No, they'll be like into being dommed or something. You're like, whoa, Like,
Really?
I can see your daughter's face, and that's like in the same time, I can see you and your daughter, and then you're like, I want to be like,
I want to be dominated by a man.
lady.
Christ, lady, I think that's how you got that kid.
Yeah, like maybe get your fucking head checked.
Yeah, get your fucking tubes tied and then go out there and have some fun. It's crazy. Episode 80.
You gotta go to work.
I do have to go to work. Hey, you fuckers take care.
No pizza today.
That's it. That's actually upsetting. We had to go see that piece of shit house. Son of a bitch. But hey, you fuckers take care. Hey, again, the Cash App. If you want to send us money, buy us pizza next week. We're gonna have some fun.
It finances a better podcast.
It does finance a better pod, and it allows us to do this.
The money goes into the pod
on a grander scale. So
I know he said we're buying a pizza, but that pizza is fuel for us to stay.
If you're
focused.
looking generous, if you're feeling
full circle.
if you're feeling generous and you want to give us a little something, we'd like that. Hey, if not, a subscription will be just as good. Not just as good, but it'll work.
Pretty nice.
Pretty damn nice.
Pretty
I like
nice.
it. You fuckers take care. Always nice being here. We'll be here next week.
Yes.